Yay.
Sunday on the sofa. Yeah. Absolutely. So glad to be here with you guys. And look, we got the whole gang together. What? That hasn't happened in a bit. I love that.
Oh my God. 48 alerts.
So yeah, everybody, this is the Dream Stream, the Dream Stream with Sunday on the Sofa. And we are streaming to all of our channels. So please give some love wherever you may be. And all you need to do is put any aspect of any dream you want to talk about, preferably in all caps, but definitely make it as detailed as you can, and stick around so that we can ask you any follow-up questions if we need to clarify anything. Did you guys want to add?
An hour.
Yeah, we're only here for an hour. Debbie will find you. We tried to sick you on them, Debbie, when it was just me and JJ. We were like, if you don't follow the rules, Debbie will be there. She will materialize in your home.
Yeah, we're like, wait, what are the consequences? Oh, Debbie's gonna get you.
Right. So they know. Was there anything else you guys wanted to throw out there? Or, I don't know.
Well, I'm super excited. As you all see, Kevin is in the house on the sofa with us this week. Kevin, you are so loved.
Thanks for saving me a spot.
We saved that spot for you.
I made threats every week, though.
We advertise every week that you were coming.
I had like a mustache on one.
I wanted Debbie to put celebrities, just random people.
Random people in there.
Oh my God, that'd have been neat.
No, we could call them not Kevin.
Not Kevin, yeah.
What's that person's name? Not Kevin.
Nevin.
Not Kevin, but here they are.
Nevin.
But anyways, we are just, so blessed to have you. And on the sofa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right on. I guess right up front, I do want to point out, it looks like Ness, our lovely Ness, has a whole lot to say in there. So Kevin has already emailed the link, Ness, if you would like to join us for yours, and we can take care of that one. And then
we'll dive in.
Yeah, dive into that one and then do the rest. So everybody else, hang tight. We're going to get to you shortly. So Ness, I guess, come on up. Or depending on how quickly Ness gets up here, we might take one. I don't know. So
yeah, we could start with another one, and then as soon as there she is.
Oh, never mind.
Well, look at her baby. She's got her baby with her.
There we go. Hi.
Hi, Ness.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice seeing you. I don't think I've seen JJ yet. I've seen everyone.
Awesome.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
4 of you. I will try to be brief because there was a character limit for each of those messages.
Okay.
So I had 2 dreams. Let's start with the dream Monday night. Monday night, I had a dream where I was taking her out to go potty. There was a storm in the distance, and then all of a sudden I saw lightning go down and actually flashed once, and then it flashed a second time and it stayed solid. It was just like a solid bar of lightning. And there was this like woman's voice of like warning, 1, 2, like counting down. And then all of a sudden these light orbs came through the lightning. So lightning's pretty bright, but it was even a brighter piece of light going through it. And then I heard this hum, like vibrational hum, and then all the windows broke. And I'm a Cap Moon, so I was like, okay, I gotta go to the hardware store and fix the windows. So I went to the hardware store and fixed the windows. There was a lot of people. Apparently everyone's windows broke. They were all in a mad panic buy of supplies. I came back, and then I'm starting to put the windows, like the material up, and then the storms came again. And I'm like, okay, well, what am I really doing? That was Monday night. Friday night, I had a dream where I was in the city with friends, and all of a sudden I was kind of close to the ferry building, and in the distance I could see smoke plumes. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then all of a sudden I started seeing explosions go different directions. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a city. We're having a terrorist attack. This is it. And I'm hearing people like running and, you know, trying to get to safety. And then all of a sudden I see aircrafts. I'm like, okay, it must be just an airplane. It's like some foreign country or drones or something. And then I start to see it's like alien technology, because it's just technology that I've never visualized before. And they're just like blasting places. And then I'm like, okay, I'm like, you know, processing what's happening. And then it's hovering right above me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to die. It's about to about to blow me to smithereens. And I'm bracing myself, but it actually grabs me and it puts me in this like patch of grass that's close to the ferry building, but outside of like the city. And it's like, and I'm afraid because you know, they're dangerous, right? Because they're destroying everything. And they're like somehow telling me like I'm supposed to be saved. But I'm like, are you just saving me because you want to negotiate with me later? Like, am I at peace? Like, I don't really trust them. But they put me on this patch of grass, and then they're like a being or the spacecraft is watching me while I'm on this patch of grass, and then I'm watching everyone else sort of like run around and be crazy. And so it was weird because I didn't trust the alien because they were killing everyone. So yeah. And yeah, it was very vivid. It was a very vivid dream.
Can I go, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm on it right now, so I want to stay in this energy. Okay, Ness, thank you for channeling that dream. The message coming in very loud and clear, and let me know if you resonate with this. And I'm not gonna go through each symbol and explain it. I'm just gonna tell you the message. Globally and personally, you're going through a vibrational shift. Frequency is changing, and it'll come in waves. So you do the change, and then it does it again. You have 6 years of this coming in. So this vibration is you're ushering in the new earth, and so part of that is this frequency shift. The current energy can't handle some of that frequency shift, so you get that glass breaking, you get things exploding. It just can't hold the new frequency. The reason they bring in something that you're like, I was afraid. The reason they brought that fear into it because they wanted you to remember the dream. They wanted you to remember the experience. Change is hard. Change can be fearful because we don't know. As humans, we like to wrap our mind around things and understand things, and it's harder to go with the flow. Change can be hard. We are built to create comfort and comfort ourselves and have our same lazy boy chair that we sit in every day. You know what I mean? So we're built that way. This is opening up a whole new, like, we're of going with the flow, right? So a global adjustment and connecting in with your higher self. But yeah, this is a readjustment of frequency and change. So it's very positive, actually. It came in as scary and like things exploding, but literally in our energy, that's what it kind of feels like sometimes. It feels hard. It feels like, oh my gosh, this is not. But if you literally look back to just 2 years ago, Ness, the shift that we have gone through in just 2 years and how different the frequency is now than then, that's kind of scary, right? And just think 6 years out. It's not going to be the same earth. And that's what you're experiencing in your dreams. All right, passing it on.
Yeah, whoever wants to go next.
I'll go next. It was interesting because the Capricorn moon, I didn't know this about you, but it keeps coming up, and that really stood out in just 2 days ago.
111, sorry.
And it's 111. That's so cool. That's Yeah, there's a lot here. But the interesting thing was the video that I recorded with, and it's actually up, it's live, it's with Mary. We created a Lumerian healing vortex. And so, yeah. And she is also a Capricorn moon, and I am also a Capricorn moon. So there's something that they took us back to that part of it. So that Lumerian activation, this is about deeper trust and your ability to see beyond the light. They're saying that when the orbs appeared even brighter than the light, that's what they want us to. That's the direction. That is the new world. That is the activation. That is a frequency that is earth shattering, but in a way that what it's unveiling is even greater than we can imagine. So you're a part of that. This really, for me, is a big thing about trust for you. Trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, trusting your power. Yeah, what a magnificent, vivid goodness.
Yeah, I think the alien beings were trying to show that they were not going to hurt me, but I'm seeing them kill everybody else. So like, why would I trust you when I'm seeing you kill everyone else? Like,
Yeah, and so it's not. It's just. It's they're what they're killing is old narratives. They're shifting frequency here, and the old programming has to be killed.
Yeah.
To move into the new frequency.
Yeah.
So it's not literal.
Yeah. And a part of that death, if you will, is the ego that is dying globally. So in that is that renewal, which is really exciting. So how they showed it to you, yeah, metaphorical. So cool.
Go for it, JJ.
Just real quick, it was the same thing as you were talking. I wrote down your words were trust, storm, light, trust, storm, light, and then they wrote down frequency. It's the frequency, and I really wanted to point out, just as JJ, that when things were happening, you knew what to do. You went to the store and you were putting up protection, even though you knew eventually, like, okay, there's another storm coming, but you knew what to do, which means you'll know what to do again, like as a natural problem solver. So I just want to just add that to what everybody else was saying.
I love that. Yeah, I'm going to be brief too, because everybody's been fabulous. But to answer your question about whether the Monday dream and the Friday dream are interrelated, I definitely think that's the case there. I think that there's a lock with that. And it's almost as if one dream offered a little bit more emphasis or a little bit more clarification on the previous one. The vibrational hum and all that, definitely right on. The eye-catching, attention-getting, you remember those dreams. If things are blowing up all around you and there's smoke everywhere and those are the ones you remember for sure. And it's it being related to your growth and everything. I actually have a card here. I got I did get the 7 of Pentacles for you. And that's all about those building blocks for you spiritually, emotionally. And your intuitiveness is this Ace of Cups here.
Hold on. Sorry.
That's all right.
I love that card. Look at that light coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lightning bolt. And then that you said that
it's funny you all are saying that. There actually is not a lightning bolt. I actually dropped the card and it looks like a lightning bolt.
So good.
So I guess that's a big woo-woo. Yeah, you got your lightning bolt over here. So yeah.
And if she's lying, an orb will go by.
An orb will go by if that was false. Everything,
I don't see it.
Fire comes up behind me.
Okay, so sorry, I
Yeah.
just got caught on that one. What was the last card you held up?
The Ace of Cups. I was saying that that's her emotions, her intuition, and actually have another one too. I have the Knight of Swords, and that's you actively taking part in the problem solving, knowing when it's time to heal yourself, like replacing the windows, that kind of a downtime, and get ready to attack again. So that's what I was getting over here.
Also, I'm getting a lot of pressure in my throat, like my language wants to come out. Do you feel like you might have some like tapping into something different that is emerging?
Yeah, I'm working on a writing project right now, so that's
okay.
apropos. Yeah.
Yeah, because my throat is like hurting so bad right now. I'm just gonna say something. They're bringing up the I don't know if it might have been on the one in armor on the horse that she had in the card, but I do feel like you have like it almost looks like the Valkyrie, where it's like the metal hat with the wings that come up. And in one of the other cards that Lisa had, it looked like a black owl. I don't know what actually the picture was, but it had like this mystical owl because it was like black to me, and fierce, like fierce in a good way, like this, like the one in armor running towards something.
The Knight of Wands that she pulled.
I don't know. There was one with it looked like a black V or something in the middle of the card, but I saw owl.
That one.
Yeah.
That's the Ace of Cups one.
Yeah. See, it's a cup spilling over, but I saw it as two owl eyes.
It does kind of look like. Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I see it, JJ.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Ness, for coming up here. That might be a new thing. I don't know.
I love this.
I like it.
Bye.
Yeah.
So good.
Awesome. Who would like to pick the next one?
Well, Kevin's next to you.
Okay. I'll pick the next one.
Awesome.
But Richie wants to know, Kevin, is Healing Light on Sundays coming back also?
Yes, Richie, it is. It is indeed.
Which Sunday?
Right.
Let's nail it down.
Absolutely. I just have to unstar all of Ness's so I can get to one. That's interesting because Richie.
I can unstar him while you look.
Okay, sorry, I'm so bad. We're gonna go to. I want to go to the music. Why am I singing? Because it's music, art, and is this an actual thing? I didn't read it first. You know me. Question regarding dream about my deceased dog and his house upon a hill. Dad. Why did I say dog? Oh my gosh. Deceased dad and his house upon a hill. I think he was trying to get message to me about my youngest daughter who's been silent. Is this true?
Ooh. They're making my head go yes.
Right. Kevin, you said dog, which is, representing of someone very, very loyal. And loving and unconditional love. So I take that as a line for you.
Like even when I reread it again, I saw a dog. All right, there I go again. Case in point. That was the reading.
Next. All right.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, there you go. That's the dog right there. It says, Kevin, you're picking up my dog.
I'm sorry.
Max. It says Max died a few months ago. He was 12. Maybe he's with my dad.
Oh, of course.
Oh, I just got the chills on that, Diana. So I think, yeah. 100%.
Okay.
So I can relate to that whole metaphor that I was going for. That feels best. Okay.
Mm.
Well, I do feel that this was a visitation from your dad more than a dream, like, you know how we, but I'm asking him about, because a lot of times they meet up with us different places when they come to visit us. He chose his house upon the hill, which is a reflection of something, like a reflection of the past that he's bringing in.
Mm.
But it definitely was a visitation. He's showing me a team of healers. So there's healing coming in here. There's healing. I feel like it's for the whole family, that he's orchestrating this healing team on the other side. So if we could hear, if you could hear into the spiritual realm, which I think that you do, you would be able to hear the healing language. You would be able to hear healing music. But he he's using the word orchestrated, which I can't even say. This team of healers on the other side for the whole family, including this daughter. Okay. Oh. You go, Lisa.
Sure. Yeah, I got healing vibes as well. I really like the images on 2 of these cards. I got the 9 of Cups and I got the 4 of Wands. And if you look at both of these cards, it does look like it's love, it's spirit, it's everything elevating the group. And I think that is, that could be the healing team, that could be the fam. Definitely a lot of love. And with the wands, I'm actually seeing that as moving forward. You're going to get more messages, get more symbolism. I like that you were focused on music. Both of you kind of went in on that, because when I looked at these 2 cards also, I don't know if you can see, I was being reminded of wind chimes, because they both have strings at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are back with higher vibrations, and well, I have this too. I have the hangman, and your perception of things. Maybe it's a nudge to revisit your perception of your relationship with your daughter, your relationship with your dad. It might be reminders of things like those too, and a definite reminder with this awakening card that as long as you stay open and really set good intentions for yourself, if necessary, set boundaries for yourself, to make sure you're okay. But lots of moving parts with you on this one. So I guess I'll just stop with that. That's all I got.
It's funny, Lisa, because they brought me back to Ness's dream, and then you did it as well. And there's a continuation in it, and so where do you want me to go? They're focusing on that last card about the light and the direction of the light, were the light. So how that's being projected outwardly, the expansive vibration that we're putting out is important right now. And that connectivity, what they showed me in Ness's dream, and so just bear with me in this one, was one of the trees was completely uprooted. And so in this uprootedness, all of the veins, the nerves, the root system, they're detached, but there's still this connectivity. So in the lineage of you and your relationship with your dad, and in relation to your sister, there's the expose of the authentic self is happening. And so sometimes we wear these different masks at different times, but there's a really deep connection there. So how spirit is helping us, we're also helping them. Yeah, very healing. That healing energy is all around you. Yeah, the dog agrees. Oh, interesting. The dog would speak. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Yeah. So who you see your sister as, not sister, your daughter. I haven't been drinking and there's thumbs going up. I don't know what's happening, but I'm really in the energy of the dreams. Yeah. JJ, can you put that into words?
No, because I'm lost over here. So, okay, so they showed me like a dad, and I'm thinking there were 2 suitcases, and he's like holding one in each hand, but it also looks like the old time like briefcases that were like rectangle. And it kind of reminded me of like the artwork I'm seeing reminds me of like the Dick and Jane, Sally, those books when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that kind of art to it, like like kind of like wholesome kind of thing. But then, so I saw that, and then the song gets stuck in my head, and I can't figure out like what they're spelling. It's like dun dun d d d c u y a d d da 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 d. It's like high roller.
Hey, City Rollers.
Yeah. What is the song? I can't figure out what they're. It's like over and over in my
Saturday
head.
night, something Saturday. SATURDAY. Night.
Oh, so they're spelling Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, good. So something about that song. Go listen to the words.
Pull up the lyrics.
But I think, don't they say let's go in it? If they say let's go, that's what I was picking up. And it's like he had his bags, or his briefcases, like, let's go, get down to work.
Interesting.
Whew. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Well, music, I hope that resonates, and out of all that you can kind of piece together.
Rewatch this if you need to. Replays are everything. Just replay it.
That was from the musical family.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it used to be very clear audience. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Kevin, she lives with her sister. Okay. Thank you. Blessings to you. All right. JJ, I think you're up.
Yep.
Okay. Richie. I choose Richie because I don't think he normally has dreams for the dream stream.
Let's see here.
Is that one it?
All right.
Is there another one, or is that right? Oh, Richie. Kevin.
I was taken to a room where I had a feeling of being filled with knowledge, given 3 chips that I placed on my leg, and was told to go share. Is this symbolic or literal?
Oh, that's so interesting, because when he asked about this is so good. I started to say it and I don't know if I finished it, but when he asked about the healing light, I heard that he's supposed to be a part of it. I think if you watch back, I started to say that. So this speaks to it, Richie. Absolutely.
Share it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Share it. Wow.
The 3 chips. I wonder what the 3 chips is about.
Was told to go share. Oh, okay. Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. This is for reals. And it's both symbolic and literal. So this symbol of the 3 chips, and to go share. So, okay. So you have, so I'm going to talk about the 3 chips. One chip is healing. So you are coming in, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Richie, here, but you have a language coming through you. So that healing light language is one chip. Another chip, and it's so you have it, it's all connected, right? So the other chip would be very symbolic to what we would say is a shamanistic feel to that other chip. However, there's a frequency difference. So it wouldn't be like an earth shaman. It would be more of a, I've never heard of this, a sky shaman. I don't have the language for it, but I know shamans are, so maybe it's a different word than a shaman, but it's like a shaman that we would consider like an earth shaman, but a sky shaman. Hopefully you understand that. And the third chip is so it would be like Gandalf. They're showing me Gandalf. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know. They're showing me Gandalf. So that's someone who it kind of like the hermit, the leader, light, right? So I'm hot, right, red hot right now. This energy moving through. That's what I'm getting.
Wow.
I just have a little something to say, not a whole lot. All of that made me think about a card that I was just looking for, and talking about the 3 chips. I was thinking of the 3 of Pentacles, and then 2 things came to mind: the word Trinity and triumvirate. So here's triumvirate. That's like when you got the 3 countries that come together, like for military battle and stuff like that, or union. I think. Had to Google it, guys. Pulling that out of nowhere. Not sure. I think if I remember, that's what that means. But here's that card I was thinking of. So I think spiritually, and I love that you had 3 elements of things that he's working on. And it did kind of make me think of 3 of Cups too. So really coming together, and the offering out. I mean, this is you divvying out your knowledge, divvying out your experience, relating to others in every possible way that you can. And it does seem like there's a cohesiveness about you, where you are able to bring a lot to the table. And I think that is indicative of those 3 chips.
It was 33-33 as you were saying that.
Look at that. Wow.
Can't make it up.
I wrote down 3 words after I said the sharing part. I just want to share this because someone else said wisdom, but wisdom, inspiration, and the Akashic records. And I'll let you kind of feel into that, Richie. But this is powerful, and this is to be shared. This is for y'all, for us and y'all, for reals.
For reals.
Can I say something really quick? Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
Okay. A sky shaman is someone with the focus on the sky celestial bodies and the elements associated with the sky, such as air, wind, and clouds. They engage in rituals, ceremonies, and practices that connect the spiritual energies and wisdom of the sky and its elements. And that's what I saw you moving the energy in the air. And that's when they said sky shaman, which I've never heard of in my life.
So good.
So there you go. Okay, passing it on.
this guy shaman, it reminds me of the people who watched like the last Airbender with Aang. Aang rides this. He's the wind. He's the wind,
Oh.
the Airbender, and he rides Appa, and Appa is like a sky bison. But it's the
Wow.
same thing with Aang and Gandalf and you, Richie. The thing that kind of ties it together for me is that you've always said that you're not here to like almost like deliver the answer. Like Gandalf talks in riddles, like Aang kind of like works together as a team to come up with a solution. So I think it just reminds me of like what a great leader leader you will be, because it's like you help like, how do I say this? I want to say the word harness, but it's not exactly the right word. It's as if you like stoke up the energy around somebody so they come to the conclusion, is as how I would say that.
I'm getting the chills on that.
Yeah. And Gandalf and Aang, they usually show up when they're needed.
Yeah, always seem to be right there, right? When they.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about the Airbender, but the other one I know. Gandalf. I'll have to watch that movie.
Yeah, I think if you watch the Airbender, they came out with a real one with people, not animation. It's really cute.
Ben would have loved
I think your grandkiddos would like it.
Ben would have. He was so into that when he was here.
Mm-hmm.
In the flesh.
Awesome.
Best of luck, Richie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you for that, Richie. My goodness.
And Diana, thank you so much for your super sticker. That's so kind of you.
Yes, Diana.
Nice.
Thank you. All right, I guess it's my turn. Here we go.
You're welcome, Richie. You have to get tattoos.
Who, Richie?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down the stairs.
Kate. Hi, everyone. Thank you all you do to help us every day.
Mm-hmm.
We love you. Okay. I had a spirit visitor this morning.
Mm.
I've not had one this clear in years. A man in Civil War uniform. Don't know him. Do you have any information?
Wow.
That's interesting. Oh, I love it.
You go first, Kevin.
Okay, because I was like, why am they told me to write a set of a set of stairs, and where you place yourself on the stairs is the invite right now. I pulled the purpose card, and I just spoke to this. They're saying about how we attach to our life purpose, and yes, it's partly the things we do and the things that we the details and the material and all of those layers, but it's also on a bigger part who we are becoming. So where you place yourself on the stairs, you get to decide. And so this visitation from this feels past life. This feels familiar. So again, it feels like a lot of you are getting the visitation. Okay, that's random. The injustice. So where the injustice is, and it can show up in your world, in your immediate, in your own life, in your own community, and then on a global, where this is, we have choice in it. So whether we look to, we have to climb up the stairs, or that we look and we can go down. This is about perspective. He's there to offer from. Yeah. So attributes of past life where they assist us in this life. So when you're saying it's not the first time, it's
Oh,
the first time with you.
mhm.
So he has been there before. Did you actually see him? Meaning when you were awake as well?
Kate. Did Kate check in? I didn't even notice she checked in.
I haven't seen her. Oh
Kate.
boy, you know what that means, guys. We got to go get her. Well, oh, there she
Yes,
is.
she's
There.
here.
Kate.
She got scared. She got scared.
She's like, oh, don't come get me.
Holy crap.
Kate, I'm not sure how many. You said you've not seen one this clear in years. So, and Kate said yes to your question, Kevin. Unless no, that she's saying she's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But what I saw was people rising from the earth, rising from the ground. I'm just curious because I don't know if you've helped people, how they say cross over. But I kind of feel like they're coming from the earth, almost like rising up like a Scooby-Doo kind of thing. And I'm not sure if you're the one that ushers them by. I'm not sure if you've done that before, but that's what I'm getting, that they're coming from the ground, which I really love because my people are all about those energetic imprints where battles have happened, like where civil war have happened, and those energetic imprints are like soil deep, and it's time to like recycle those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Releasing that energy from this planet.
Something that I was feeling right away was just a representation of what that military officer might, represent for you. It's courage and valor, strength, definitely protection. Those are things that might be prevalent needs for you when you're awake with what's going on. Maybe personal stuff, could be the world, just look at the news for 5 minutes and you feel a certain kind of way. So those things are going on also, but I did pick a card. When Kevin was talking, it made me think of another card. And this is the card I have. And I love what it says. It says, to overcome, you first have to climb. And this is literally you
on the
you're on the stairs there, and you are going toward every bit of enlightenment, personal growth for yourself, spiritual awakening, and just really trying to you're actually it really makes me feel like you're absorbing a lot of energy, like the energy's coming toward you there, like a sponge a little bit. And then I have another card that says there is so much more to you than you think. So you've got a lot of power that you either already know you have, or you're going to notice some new stuff. But and this is kind of a side note. I was actually seeing lots of I guess images that are more based on nature for you. Maybe that means you need to ground more or something. I'm not sure, but really beautiful. It's like almost like a seaside setting of some sort. So I don't know if that means anything to you, or if like maybe water calms you, or well, actually this card has, well, it's kind of seaside a little bit. Wow. You can look at it that way, but
great cards.
But that's what I have.
Oops, shoot. I meant to start that and it moved. Sorry. Okay. Lisa and JJ, yes, and Kate moving, opening, really tapping into your abilities, your gifts, super important. As this continues to grow, that is part of who you are as far as being a medium, and those things. I want to tap in on that. Kevin, what Kevin was saying as this is you in a past life coming to you now. I also got that right away as well. That
Awesome.
the timeline here on Cancer living
Love that.
that timeline connection here, and to continue to take care of lessons or understanding or programming that needs to cease, and so you can step into your awakening type thing. I drew a couple cards, and that's it. Back that up, so you have ahead of time. So you yourself popped on the timeline, came to you now until lesson is learned. So you have that owl there too. That's an owl energy today. So that wisdom piece coming in, and so your spirit team is just asking you to kind of reflect on civil war, injustice. Where does that sit in your energy now, and how can you release it, and do like you would as a medium to cross it over. That energy no longer suits you or suits this planet. So that type of filter. All right. Blessings to you.
Okay. Let's see here.
So interesting today, you guys.
Fun.
And they all, I love, it always seems like everybody's questions link in with each other somehow. There's always a theme. It never fails. It's so cool.
So true.
How about Cindy J? Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
So Cindy says, over the years, I've had many dreams about water where I'm either on a ship or at the shore, and I can sense the vast depth of the ocean. I'm overwhelmed, but not afraid. What does this mean? Thanks.
Well, we know that water is emotions, and the depth of the, you're talking about this, the depth of feelings, the depth of. Cindy, are you an empath?
I was just gonna say, I was gonna write empathic. Yeah.
Definitely.
So navigating all the emotions all around you as an empath, it's very much a dream coming forth like that.
And water is just such an invasive, I mean, it's hard to hold. And, you know, if you're in it, you're surrounded by it. And it can be treacherous and unpredictable, whether you're on a ship or not.
She doesn't know if she's an empath.
Okay.
There's a great book, Sensitive is the New Strong by Anita Morjani. And there's a checklist, and you answer, I think it's like 40 questions, and it'll give you a better understanding of your sensitivity, our sensitivity and empath. For me, this one is interesting. It's a continuation of the last one too, on the steps and our choice in it. And in the overwhelm, sometimes that's very 3D. It's very human. And then the other side of that, of the knowing, you being so deeply sensitive to that knowing, empath, But you get to decide. Not being afraid of that is that deep knowing. So that place again, we get to be in this choice. I got the completion card, which you can see this water and it's dark underneath, and whether you jump into it again or not, they're inviting you to look at some of the things that you came here to do. It's completed. You get to check those off and actually close those doors, and in that place of the no fear, be in the admiration of that beautiful unknown that's underneath the surface. That's life. That's the purpose, who we're becoming. And so in it, there's excitement there for you, Cindy. Lots of exciting things on the precipice for you right there. So good.
Yeah, I wanted to throw out there, it was important for me to mention that you need to pay attention to your buoyancy in the water. The way you're elevating yourself, you're staying afloat, the water is holding you up. So look at it that way. And also I do have a card for you, and it says past. This is it's shamanic healing are these cards. The card says past, present, future. It kind of looks like there's some water down there, but
Yeah.
I love water has continuity. So I like that in reference to your past, present, future. It's all interconnected. It's all
constant flow. You're saying it's a constant flow, right?
Constant flow.
Always constant. It's
always constant. Continuity. Always. So yeah.
I like that you said buoyancy, because in my mind, they were like, what would happen, because I know what it feels like to be overwhelmed, especially as being an empath. And it feels like what somebody said in the chat, like suffocating. Sharon said that. And when Debbie took it to this Empath Academy class with Dr. Michael Smith, and he was saying that you need to picture, well, you don't need, but it's helpful to picture ourselves when we get overwhelmed with energy, is to like pretend we're a screen, and don't putting up a shield is what some people do, but he's like, instead of the shield, try to be like a screen, like a window, where it like flows through, almost like as if surrendering maybe to the current, instead of like in the ocean, you have to like swim at a diagonal, when the riptide is happening. You can't like go towards like panicky towards shore, or you're just going to get tired and overwhelmed. So you have to like figure out how to like work with the flow, be with the flow. And so my people were kind of funny about it. I don't know if I think you have funny people that help you out. They were like, what if we give you like the ability to breathe underwater, like to really be with the water. So instead of like feeling like overwhelmed by it, if we took that part out of it and gave you like an air tank or something, or the ability to like be in it and still breathe, how the treasures that we can find underneath the water. I think it would be really beautiful for you. Yeah, open and allow. Sharon and I are twinning right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. I like that.
Yeah, blessings to you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. All right.
Kevin.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
What?
Oh no, it's your turn to choose.
Oh, yes. Okay. I thought you meant read. Okay, here we go. Spiritual shield maiden, mystic light worker. Are you still here? Let us
Come to the office. Paging.
Baking tray.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh.
Oh,
All right,
she is.
Nancy.
Yay. All right. You want to read that, Kevin?
I dreamt I was flying over the sea, interesting, holding a baking tray. I was flying over a seaport with docked warships in. And when I started to fall, a hand reached out to grab my hand before I fell into the sea.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Wow. That's so interesting that they put these two back to back. Was there another part?
While you're looking for that, I'm just going to say, when you said the baking tray, I saw like the process of like how they make sea salt. Like I kind of saw like the process of making sea salt on the baking tray, plus like the microgreens, like the seaweed and stuff. It's almost like finding like nourishment, and that you're carrying it, like almost giving nourishment to like giving healing. It somehow it goes over, just like what you're saying. It's almost like it goes like over the water, over the waves, this beautiful healing power to like get to where it needs to go. It can go like far distances. Working like with the air over the water.
It's so beautiful. I love our spirit team and how they bring in these dreams.
Mhm.
But Shield Maiden, I hope it's okay if I just say Shield Maiden, because so I don't have to do the whole sentence every time I say your name. I hope that's okay. However, what I'm getting from the symbolism from you from your team is there's something that you have been creating, building, and going to be implementing, and there's some challenges that could possibly take place. You're like looking at this project, or wherever this fits for you in your life right now. Like, again, this is a dream, and they come through with the symbols for you. So there's possible challenges that you're kind of like aware could take place, warships, and there's a lot of emotion in this, because and it's like your baby that you've been creating, and you're about ready to put it in the oven, right? So and make it happen. But you're aware of challenges that could take place, and but they're saying, don't you worry, we got your back, we got you. We're not going to let you fall, we're not going to let you fail, we got you. So wherever that fits, whatever's happening in your life, that's kind of what they're saying through the dream. That's what I'm receiving from your team. But the great thing about symbolism and dreams, there's layers to it. So I'll hand it off. You guys have other things.
I was drawn to a card. Just the description, the imagery, and everything is so reminding me of this card. And the meaning of this card is exactly what Debbie is just explaining.
Oh, cool.
It's the Six of Swords in the Muse deck.
Oh my
Literally.
God. Oh my gosh.
A hand making sure that you're not hitting the water below.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is overcoming obstacles. It's facing those challenges, getting clear on the other side, all that stuff. So this is like straight up you right here. Absolutely. I love that.
Who's organizing a fundraiser? They got you. They got you, Mama. You're gonna be yeah. Cool, Lisa. Whoa. Anybody else want to tap in?
I just pulled two cards. I got the Horseman, which is all about the change. And it just feels really supported. I feel like that water is really there to support and purify. And so, not surprisingly, the second card was the Spirit of the River. And just in that movement, being so free, and that yeah, movement towards adventure. I think again, feels so good. Like we can move differently in water. We just can move differently in water, and that like it just feels so free and non-restrictive that yeah, spirit has our
feel free to adjust, right? If it's not hitting you straight off, yeah, go around. That's fine.
Yeah, feels beautiful. What about you, JJ?
I went first, so
Totally out of it.
We're at, I don't know how many more you all want to do. We're at an hour, so
Yeah, we're at time.
yeah.
Do we want to just do a card for everyone?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing your dreams with us. And I know we didn't get to tell you this is, but I hopefully, like Kevin always says, that there's messages in everybody's message for all of us. So hopefully you find some messages for yourself. Right.
Yeah, and I do feel like the thread between all of these readings, like us in the community, like co-creating this moment right now is like I keep seeing that horse with the armor, and then you had a horse too. It's just like you know, just really running in, you know, like charging in and working with the elements, with the water, with the air. It's been really, really fun today. Yeah, like chariot energy, Ness. Yeah.
I have one card for all of us. It says, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being.
So perfect.
Ooh,
I like it. It's a feel-good card.
that is
I'm just trying to edit so that I don't say anything. The reading I did just prior to this, the medicine of the owl came in, and then so there was a portion of that that was there, and of course it brings in that wisdom and that opportunity to adjust our perspective in things. And so that medicine has followed through in it, and the owl came in a few times. So there's that part of it. And then in that new world and that energy, I got the crossing card and that initiation. And I feel like energetically, vibrationally, through that frequency that we are so often in recognition of, that initiation of us. Some of us are already there. In fact, we're the ones that are shining the light in that direction. So it's so wonderful when spirit gives us that thread that we recognize continues through all of us in this community. So it's really wonderful.
really wonderful. Beautiful. Shield Maiden says the fundraiser will be a festival to raise money for rescue and recovery mission in war-torn countries. That would be the warships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and if you think about it with Ness, that the energy of war, and then in the next one with the military.
Richie with the triumvirate.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a real thread, and so they're pointing that out to us. You know, the visit from the one of the past life coming with that.
Yeah. The soldier from the past life. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to go, JJ?
No, it's just what I said before, just recognizing the threads. Like we're not here alone, you know, even though we feel like things are overwhelming or tough or seem impossible. It's like we're all here holding each other up.
Yes, and we are all magical beings. You guys, literally, and I'm not making this up. I was told to use this deck. I did. March came up. We're in March, but they just remember, draw on your magic, you guys. You're all magical beings, all wonderful, magically made, and also you're full of magic. And,
you know, I was also thinking of March, like marching, protest.
And it's the third month.
And there's the horseshoe, which the horse was also here.
Mhm.
Cool.
on the third month. And so just
good.
kind of, yeah,
I love that.
this has a lot of messages in it. So whatever is resonating with you through March.
Right on.
Beautiful.
It's always fun doing this with you guys. It's always fun. So, all of you, thanks for sharing your dreams with us and everything, and taking the time and hanging out and listening to the rules, because
Good job.
we're so serious about that. Good babies.
We don't ask for a lot, but we do.
No, we
ask for you
don't.
to, like,
We don't.
stick around.
So, yeah, blessings to everybody, and have a good week, and check out what's going on everybody's channels, because everybody's doing something. So
Wonderful.
bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.